What's up, everybody? James Ng here, Biblical Success Coach. I help entrepreneurs get unstuck, build recession-proof online businesses, and achieve quantum leaps biblically. And today we're going to dive into a topic of how to stay calm in any storm. We're going to dive into the Word of God and see what principles we can draw from that and everything. So if that sounds like something interesting to you, like this, share this, and good news, please subscribe to our YouTube as well. I just spent all morning cleaning it up. I do multiple lives a day, and there's a lot of cool things, met a lot of great friends and everything. But one thing that was frustrating me is it wasn't too organized. If you check out my YouTube channel, expect that there's going to be a lot more changes very soon as well too. It's going to be awesome. But you can find good content like this and everywhere else as well. It's going to be organized. It's got playlists. It's got everything. And life is good. But I wonder, have you ever felt like life was just completely out of control and you didn't know what to do? All right, comment yes below if you've ever felt like life was just too crazy, life was all over the place. Maybe you're in a busy season and you don't know exactly left from right. Maybe things are really good, but it's getting out of your hands. Maybe it's just like you're just in a really, really stressed part in your life, right? And especially being an entrepreneur, and I appreciate the honesty. Being an entrepreneur, what's up, Happy? Is it's nuts, right? Personally, right now, we're launching a book. We're going through a huge business revamp. Things are moving on all these different platforms. Like it's kind of crazy, right? So what do? What's the secret to staying calm? What's the secret to staying rooted through any single storm? And the Bible has a lot to say about this. I think there's a lot of practical stuff in here. And in fact, if you've ever wondered, how do I like read the Bible? Right? I didn't grow up in the faith, so it was like kind of good morning, Tampa. I was confused on what to do. And the Bible's got a lot of great things. You know, the best places to go to is some of the first books. Genesis, if you want to start anywhere, Genesis, the first book, it's got all types of principles in it. In fact, Genesis 1, you can basically find the secrets to life in there. Good morning, Lisa. Great to see you. Also, Proverbs and Psalms, good ones if you just start in the very beginning. And if you look at the New Testament, the very beginning, it's like God said, hey, if you can't get past chapter 1, you're going to be just okay in these books. So I'm going to go through Psalms 1. If at any time you felt like you've been super, super crazy, I want to be able to stay calm. How do I stay rooted? Just go back to Psalm 1. Okay. And there's a powerful, powerful promise here. I'll read it out loud here. Psalm 1, chapter 1, 1. Blessed is the person who does not walk in the counsel of the wicked, nor stand in the path of sinners, nor sit in the seat of scoffers. But his delight, or her delight, is in the law of the Lord. And on his law he meditates day and night. Here's the promise, how to stay calm in anything. He will be like a tree planted by streams of water, which yields its fruit in its season, and its leaf does not wither. And whatever he does, he prospers. Question: would you like to prosper in whatever that you do? Would you like to be like a tree planted by a stream of water? I imagine being rooted. And I imagine water, right? When you take a look at the Bible, ask questions to yourself. I start to imagine things. And I imagine a stream of water. And the stream of water can be like life, right? Stream of water, you can't control it. The stream of water keeps on going, right? Have you ever been washed away by a stream of water? It's kind of scary, right? Don't try to control life. Don't try to control the circumstances. Don't try to control what's going on, the craziness, the hecticness, the busyness, and all of that. In fact, life is like that. Time you cannot control, circumstances you cannot control. Don't try to control the uncontrollables. So if you ever felt super busy, if you ever felt super stressed, you're probably trying to control the controllables. And I'll be the first to admit, I try to do that. We're in a personal, super busy season in life. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to feel like I'm remaining in control. But that's not the place to go to. What do we need to do? Well, Psalms chapter 1 gives us this promise is that what you want to do is you want to root yourself, not in just anything though. You want to root yourself in good counsel, right? So if you want to be able to be calm during any storm, maybe you're going through a financial storm, maybe your business is going through some craziness, maybe you're going through some challenges, maybe you're going through a growth spurt, then what you want to do is don't follow bad advice. Don't do what the others are doing, but very specifically, delight in the law of the Lord. You see, this book is powerful. This book is unlike any other book that's out there because this book is alive. It says in the Bible that the word of God is it cuts through between muscle and sinew. It's like it's something different. It has the power to change. There's the power to transform you. There's a lot of cool principles in here as well too. So meditate on it day and night, meaning read the Bible, think about it, and do it. And I've just felt that any single time there's a super, super busy season in my life, while there's a lot of good things that we can do out there, right? You can read a good book. You can go to nature. You can pray. You can do all that. But there's nothing like when you actually sit down and you start to actually read the Bible itself. And if you've ever felt like, man, while I try to read it, I'm not getting much from it. The Bible is meant to be meditated on. Meditation, the word means it's the same type of word in the New Testament. The word meditate is like when you have a cow, if you know cows have 4 stomachs. What they do is they chew, they digest, and they kind of like throw it up, and then they chew again, they swallow, they chew, they swallow. What's going on? I got you, sister Lakiva. Great to see you. You got to meditate on it. You got to stew on it. You got to sit there. And what will start to happen, and perhaps today, all you want to do, if you feel like you're in a storm right now, just read Psalms 1 and just stay there. And as you read, start to ask, what does this mean? Start to ask, God, what do you want to say to me in this? And when you start to sit here and you meditate, and let's go through this one more time. I mean, just imagine this type of picture here, right? But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and on his law he meditates day and night. He will be like a tree planted by streams of water, which yields its fruit in its season. You know what I'm getting from this? Life is crazy, but it's okay. You're a tree planted. You're rooted. You're rooted, which yields its fruit in its season. What does that mean? There's a timing to everything, right? There's a season to your dream. There's a season to breakthrough. There's a season to what's going on. And if God wills it, it will be done. It says in Isaiah 55 that my word will not return void. There's a season. So if you're in a season of craziness, if you're in a season of being very disturbed, if you're in a season of challenge, it's just a season which yields its fruit in its season. Yields. It will happen. It's not that it might, it will. And its leaf does not wither. You're always going to be sustained. You're always going to be supported. And in whatever you do, you prosper. Whatever you do. So just bank this type of a promise in your heart and start to take action on that. Right? So as we conclude today, and I hope this helps you. I go through these because I need it. And as we go through these Bible studies, I hope it encourages you as well too. Because the reality is life is crazy right now. Life is nuts. We're closing on a house. We're relaunching a business. We're launching a book. I got, marriage stuff, personal stuff, stressors all throughout, financial things. And it's just like, oh my gosh, there's so much going on, right? Good things, bad things, all different types of things. And as I start to feel very disheveled, the one thing that I can always count on, the one thing that you can always count on is you can always count that if you plant yourself in the Word of God, then you will always come back to a calm place. You will always come back to a peaceful place. Last thing, there's a picture in the New Testament when Jesus was around, and perhaps you know this story, but the disciples were out on a body of water, and it says in the story that a storm came. Like, it was a crazy storm. Like, it was like, oh my gosh, like we're gonna die type of storm, right? And if you know how the story goes, Jesus comes walking out on the water, and the disciples are like, hey, are you gonna like save us? Like, what are you gonna do? And Jesus is like, do you know who I am? Do you not know that I'm the one that created everything? Do you not know that I am the one that holds the world in my hands? And it says that Jesus just spoke to the wind and he calmed the entire storm. And as you meditate on the word of God, what you start to realize is, I'm not in control. We're not in control. And that's okay. But God is, which is more than okay. So if this encouraged you, share this, like this, subscribe to our YouTube. Shout out. I reorganized the playlist now, so you'll find all of our most recent live streams there. You'll also find this Kingdom Builders Bible study that is there as well too. So you can find this and all the other ones as well too. And super appreciate you, Lisa. Super appreciate anyone. If you felt like this did impact you, it's not me, but it's God that is speaking through me, I hope, that is impacting you right now. But be sure to subscribe, like, and share. And if you like a free video on how to experience a breakthrough or a miracle in your life, I'm actually retuning up a website, but comment miracle or message miracle, and I'll link that to you. I see that we have our friend here, Makiva, and I'll definitely share that with you as well too. But comment miracle, I'd love to share that with you. But other than that, everyone, have a blessed day. We'll talk with you soon.